What if no one ever died? Imagine a world where death simply doesn't exist. No accidents, no disease, no aging. From the moment you're born, you live forever. What would that do to humanity? Would this be a utopia of boundless progress or a dystopia of overwhelming consequences? Let's explore the fascinating implications of eternal life, both the upsides and the challenges, and how it would reshape every aspect of society. The end of mortality, a game changer for humanity. First, let's look at what happens when death vanishes. With no expiration date on our lives, humans could potentially achieve extraordinary things. Time would no longer be a limitation. Want to learn every language, master every musical instrument, travel to every corner of the globe? You could. With infinite time, the possibilities for personal growth and achievement would be endless. Scientific progress would likely skyrocket. Think about how much knowledge is lost every time a brilliant mind passes away. If the likes of Einstein, Curie, or Hawking could live forever, imagine the breakthroughs they could achieve. Lifelong projects could span centuries, leading to technological advances we can barely imagine today. But this dream of immortality isn't all sunshine and roses. To truly understand its implications, we must also examine the darker side. Overpopulation, a looming crisis. Eternal life means no one is leaving and new people are still being born. This would lead to a massive population explosion. The Earth, already struggling to sustain over 8 billion people, would quickly become overcrowded. Food, water, and energy resources would be stretched to their limits, leading to widespread scarcity and conflict. To manage this, societies might have to enforce strict reproductive controls. The idea of starting a family as we know it could become a privilege available to only a select few or vanish altogether. And then there's the question of space. Where would everyone live? Cities would grow ever denser, perhaps leading to towering megacities or even colonization of other planets. But could these solutions keep up with an endlessly growing population? The burden of eternity. Living forever sounds appealing, but it also comes with a psychological cost. Humans find meaning in life partly because it's fleeting. Knowing we have limited time pushes us to make the most of it. Without death, that urgency disappears. Procrastination could stretch into centuries, leaving people stuck in endless cycles of indecision or stagnation. Mental health could also suffer. Imagine carrying every regret, every heartbreak, every mistake with no endpoint in sight. Could our minds handle the strain of eternity? Many might long for the finality of death as a release from the burdens of immortality. Inequality, an immortal divide. Eternal life likely wouldn't be distributed equally. Imagine a world where only the wealthy and powerful have access to immortality technology or treatments. Over time, this could create a society where a small group of elites hoard resources, influence, and opportunities, while the majority remain locked out of the benefits of eternal life. Revolutions could erupt, fueled by resentment and inequality. Alternatively, governments might step in to regulate access to immortality, but this raises ethical dilemmas. Who decides who gets to live forever? Cultural and social stagnation. Another surprising consequence of eternal life could be a lack of innovation in culture and ideas. Historically, younger generations have driven change, challenging old ways of thinking and introducing new perspectives. But if older generations never die, they might dominate decision-making and resist progress, leading to societal stagnation. Art, music, and literature could become repetitive, as the same creators produce work for centuries. Traditions might ossify, making societies less adaptable to change. Environmental impact. With an endless population boom, humanity's impact on the planet would intensify. More people would mean more deforestation, pollution, and climate change. Unless humanity finds radical ways to live sustainably, the Earth might reach a breaking point, forcing us to seek refuge in space or face catastrophic consequences. On the flip side, an immortal population might also prioritize long-term solutions. Without death to escape environmental consequences, people might be more motivated to take action, knowing they'll be around to experience the outcomes of their choices. What about accidents and risks? Even in a world without natural death, immortality doesn't necessarily make us invincible. Accidents, disasters, and violence could still pose risks. Would safety measures evolve to ensure no one ever dies? Or would humanity accept that some level of mortality is inevitable? And what about space exploration? Immortal humans could potentially embark on journeys to distant stars, spending centuries in transit. This could usher in a golden age of exploration, but it also raises the question, how do you deal with endless life in the infinite void of space? The meaning of life without death. Ultimately, death gives life its meaning. It's the one universal experience that shapes how we live, love, and connect with others. Without it, would life still feel meaningful? Some philosophers argue that eternity would rob life of its beauty, turning existence into an endless routine. Others believe that immortality could inspire us to create new meanings and redefine what it means to be human. Be careful what you wish for. A world without death is a world of extremes, filled with limitless potential and immense challenges. It forces us to confront fundamental questions about what it means to live, how we find purpose, and how humanity can adapt to a reality without endings. So, what do you think? Would you choose to live forever knowing the costs? Or is mortality the very thing that makes life worth living? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this journey through the possibilities of immortality intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking explorations.